Okay, TM Nation, these are the Edifier Comfo Run Open Earbuds that I've been testing out for right around a month. And although I've always said that open earbuds really aren't my thing when it comes to listening to my music and getting the most pleasurable experience, these have a lot going on for them that I do like. I will cover the good and the not so good about these throughout the video because although I do think that they're a good pair of exercise earbuds, I do have a few gripes with them. But for the highlights, these offer up to 17 hours of use on a charge, large 16.2mm drivers for a dynamic sound, two beamforming mics plus an AI algorithm aimed at focusing on your speech even when you're making phone calls in noisier environments. They're packing Bluetooth 5.3 with a low latency gaming mode, and they are compatible with the Edifier Connects app as well. Now the unboxing experience is straightforward as you don't get much besides the user manual and other documentation, a USB cable to charge the earbuds up, and of course you'll get the earbuds. Again, these are open styled earbuds, so you don't get any ear tips or anything of that nature because nothing is physically going into your ears. They basically sit on top of them and push the sounds inward so that you can hear your media while still maintaining a level of situational awareness. That brings me to one of the main gripes that I have with these earbuds, and that's the method that they use for charging. They don't use USB Type-C like most of my other products. They sit on these little pins, and although the cable that comes in the box can be replaced if you lose it or damage it, I really do think that more people would have been attracted to these if they did charge via USB Type-C, because nowadays that's pretty much the standard. I have USB-C cables all around my home and in our vehicles too, so if I take these with me to the gym and I'm running low on battery, I'll have to make sure that I bring this cable with me, which really is not something that I've had to think about for quite a long time because like I said, pretty much everything uses USB-C. Otherwise, as I mentioned earlier, these will provide about 17 hours of use on a charge, which is good, and they do feature fast charging too. That will give you about 5 hours worth of use from only a 10-minute charge. And as for the design of the buds, they do have the ear hooks to help keep them in place, so I definitely would not classify them as mini earbuds, especially with the neckband, but they have never felt overly large or overly heavy while I was wearing them. I have been able to use them for 4 to 5 hour listening sessions without any ear fatigue or discomfort, and I have used them for exercise too, of course. For me, the fit has been great so far. No matter whether I was jumping rope, jogging, or walking, they stayed in place without any issues whatsoever, and I didn't need to fidget around with them to keep them from falling off. I do like the fact that the ear hooks are also flexible, so no matter what shape your ears are, you should be able to get a nice fit. I also want to mention that the earbuds never malfunctioned on me even when I had them drenched in sweat, as they are IP55 dust and water resistant, which will do just fine in protecting them from water and heavy sweat. I do want to mention that all of your controls are on the right side of the earbuds right here, and as you can see, they are physical buttons, which have worked fine for me so far, and you have all of your essential functions. You can track forward and track back, volume both up and down, summon your voice assistant, and toggle on and off your low latency gaming mode. With the Bluetooth 5.3 connection, I haven't had any issues with any noticeable latency watching YouTube videos or Amazon Prime movies through either of those apps on my iOS or Android devices. But as I mentioned in the intro, if you find yourself experiencing some lag or audio desync, go ahead and turn on the low latency gaming mode, and that should cut that down to pretty much an instant response. Now moving on to the app compatibility, these will work with the Edifier Connects app, not the older Edifier Connect app. So if you're like myself and you own other pairs of Edifier earbuds and you try to connect this new pair with the older app, it's not gonna work. But to be completely honest, there's not much that you can do inside of the app at this point. All that you can really do is access the user manual while you're on the go, choose from 2 different pre-built EQs, see the charge left on the earbuds, and access a couple of other features. But in comparison to other Edifier earbuds, this app experience is heavily stripped down. In terms of the call quality, I do think that the microphones on these earbuds do a really good job of focusing on your speech while rejecting some of the noise going on around you. But as always, I did take samples just so that you guys can judge for yourselves. Let's check them out. All right, guys, so right now I have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 15 Pro, and as you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on them. Now, right now, the room is relatively quiet, but I will do my background noise test in just a moment. Give me a second. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. Everything else about this test is exactly the same, still paired to the iPhone 15 Pro, and I will be quiet for just a moment so that you guys have a better idea of how loud the noise is. All right, and I'll go ahead and start talking again. So this part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the microphones on these earbuds can focus on my speech while rejecting some of that noise. For the sound quality that these provide, I pretty much always leave them in bass boosted mode, even though there isn't a huge difference that I can hear between the two built-in EQs. But overall, like most open earbuds, these do give me that more airy sound, as they do let in quite a bit of the ambient sound going on around me, but at the same time, I can make out a decent level of detail in what I'm listening to, and dialogue is easily audible as well. I will say that these do provide a decent bass response for an open pair of earbuds, but it can sound artificial at times. The output is also good for me, as they do get loud enough for my personal liking, but you can get some distortion if you go ahead and max them out. So my suggestion is to go ahead and keep them at about 50 to 75% of the max volume. That's where I think you're gonna get the best sound quality out of these earbuds. So all in all, fam, I do think that this is a solid all-around pair of open earbuds for those of you all that don't like the style that go down into your ears. They do retail for $79.99, but you want to make sure that you check the links in the description, so if they're on sale, you get the most up-to-date pricing. As I mentioned earlier, I don't like the fact that these don't charge via USB Type-C, and I also think that the app experience is underwhelming, but besides that, you are getting 17 hours of use on a charge, solid call quality, a low latency gaming mode, and respectable sound quality. I'd say that these are worth a look if you're looking for a pair of well-rounded open earbuds for under $100. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tech Mo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.